Tubers, what's up? It's your boy Big Vic, and we're doing a little vlogging today. I am headed to the Multimedia studio, taking you on the inside. Just transform this thing. Kind of what it looks like when I am in my studio set up here. See, we got the Mac in the back. I'm in the lab today. Decided to vlog a little bit. I just actually wrapped up a session. Video session, actually a promo video session, and yep, we got the teleprompter in the back, iPad teleprompter. Shout out to OneTakeOnly.com, the Pad Prompter Plus. You know, we try to keep things real professional in here. My lighting setup, kind of what we look like when we in here. Nice setup, got the boom mic, nice microphone set up in there. That microphone, this particular microphone right here, is connected to my beauty right here. I love this thing right here. This is how you get that nice, crisp audio. This right here is the handy recorder H4n Zoom H4n recorder. It's a beauty, a must-have in the studio. When it comes to getting crisp audio, you want to have one of these right here. Got it running. That microphone picking up nothing but the best audio. Yeah, so we just in here today, putting a little work in. See, I am not on that Forbes list, so you know, I still have to get up and make things happen. You feel me? So I always get asked what type of cameras do I use, and this beauty right here is my Canon 60D. And just like with music software, I always get the question about what do I think is the best camera? What do I think is the best music software? And it always boils down to your personal preference. I get beautiful shots and shoot beautiful video with the 60D, and I also use the Canon T2i. So I always like to use what works best for me. So I can't tell you that if you use a Nikon, or if you use a Canon 7D, or if you use a T3i, T4i, T5i, they got this. If you get stuck with having the latest, greatest new camera that's out, you're gonna go through so much money and might not even get the job done because you're too focused on having the latest, greatest, that new camera that just came out. I had my T2i for quite a while now, and I upgraded and got the 60D because I wanted to use two cameras for certain, you know, when I'm doing a two camera shoot. So instead of getting the 70, I got the 60D because they all shoot the same video quality. So it really didn't matter, and I wanted to use the 60D for my photography work as well. So that's why I chose those, the 60D. So, and I have some great, you know, lenses like the Sigma 30mm f 1.4, Canon 50mm, what is it, 1.8, and this 18 to 135 lens. Just make sure you get some good glass. Doesn't matter. I'm not. Don't get too caught up in the body of these cameras. Your glass is what's going to be most important. You know, at the end of the day. At the end of the day. And get you a nice lighting setup. Like I started with a three kit lighting setup, 3 light kit setup, I should say. That one there, and this one here. I started with these lights, and they pump out. These are cool lights, and they pump out roughly about, I think it's 3,500 watts, like daylight watts, fluorescent lights, cool lights, so they don't get hot. Then I have a couple of extra lights here. A smaller kit I bought. I think I paid maybe $1.50, something like that, for a smaller 2-light kit setup. And that's pretty much what this setup consists of. Backdrop. So yeah, that's my setup inside this particular studio. So, and as you can see, that 60D produces some pretty decent images, pretty good quality, some pretty good images here. That glare off of there. Yeah. So that's what that is. So we're leaving the lab right now. Oh man, gotta get out the street, brother. Yeah, so let me ask y'all a question. What do y'all think about the state of the music business right now, or the production game, the music industry overall? How do y'all feel about the quality of music production right now? I don't feel that music production is up to snuff, I should say. There was a time when we had a lot more versatility as far as music production goes. Now it's like everybody, well, the ones that are so-called mainstream, it's like everybody's copying off the next person as far as music production goes. It's like I don't hear the creativity no more. Not as much as we used to, like back in the 90s when music was really popping and it was versatile. Like every artist had their own distinct sound. Now it's like nobody cares about having their own sound. They just want 808s and trunk rattling. It could sound like 50 Rick Ross beats back to back. They can all sound the same and nobody really says anything about it. But us producers, or people that are on the more so on the creative side of the music industry, like the consumers, I guess they don't really care about it. It seems like they don't really care about the quality of music anymore. And it's crazy, yo. It's becoming really boring to me. Like, I'm tired of hearing the same sound. Like, right now, listen to my radio. You hear that? And my amp is blown in the back, right? So I haven't been able to listen to the radio in this car for a minute. And I like it like that. Like, I like the quietness, because when I'm driving my other vehicle, I turn on the radio and I hear the same trash that I heard. I mean, it's the same thing over and over. It's like it becomes really, really repetitive. And I'm kind of glad I haven't replaced my amp in the back. It's like, for what? unless I'm listening to my own music or I'm playing something off my phone that I downloaded. Like, you really got to go and dig for good music now, because the radio is really not playing it. Like, they are killing us with the same sound, the same sound. There's no versatility. Like, it's madness out here right now. Should we blame it on the music industry? I mean, should we blame it on the producers? Are the A&Rs asking for the same sound that XYZ artist had? It's crazy. Like, we really need more versatility out here, man. It's corny to me right now. Like, are artists asking for the same sound that so-and-so had? You know, it's madness, man. What do y'all think? I mean, it's just, I'm tired of hearing the same old on the radio. And then the rappers are not making it any better. They're not making it any better. Like, I'm tired of hearing that same style of rap right now. They says they're trying to call it hip hop, but I really don't consider that as hip hop in my opinion. You know, my era of music, 90s, you know, up to early 2000s, like, music was bananas. Like, the sound, like, everybody had their own distinct sound. Artists really don't care about having their own sound no more for some reason. It's crazy. Like, so, I mean, what do y'all think? Where do y'all see the music business going right now? Because, like, I really don't see it changing. And I thought this would be, hopefully, I'm thinking that maybe this might be the year that it changes. You know, that music takes a shift and changes. I don't know. It's kind of boring to me now. Like, you know. So y'all tell me what y'all think, man. I'm just out here riding, zoning right now. These are things that I constantly think about. You know, when I'm rolling or when I'm researching, you know, things on music industry topics. I don't see it getting any better right now. Like, it's really crazy right now. And this guy, come on, man. Same sounds, same beats, same style of rap. Like, even with the artists, I guess maybe because the artists are a lot younger now. I mean, it's like the younger they are, the more they don't want to make sense as far as lyrical content goes. And then I asked a few people, you know, does lyrics even make sense to them in music anymore? Like, do they look to hear what the artist is really saying? Do they really listen to what the artist is saying? And most people's like, you know, use that same tired line. They just want to turn up to music now. It's like they don't care about the quality of it. If the beat makes them dance, they don't really care what the artist is talking about. They like the beat. Most people I ask, like, you really like that song? And they say, nah, I just like the beat. It's crazy, man. The industry got to do better, man. At the end of the day, the industry got to do much better than where I see it going right now. Like, that's why I try to make as my sound different. You know, it may not be that different, but it's different to what's being played on the radio right now. You know, it's another sound. Like, you have to have your own sound. Master your craft, your sound. You know? Nobody cares about creating a signature sound anymore. I remember when you hear certain producers production, you're like, okay, that's so and so. You know, that's a Dre beat, or that's an Eric Sermon beat, or that's a Primo beat. You know. But now I can't distinguish who made what track because everybody's trying to sound like the last record that they heard on the radio. It's like it's straight madness out here, man. It's madness. I call it music foolishness. You know, I understand everybody's trying to be creative, but I mean, if you're gonna be creative, be creative. Create something that hasn't been created, you know, or doesn't sound like everything else. Come on, man, we got to tighten up out here. The industry got to tighten up.